Before you choose where to live in San Antonio, Texas, you need to understand the traffic because a home can look perfect online, the price can look good, the neighborhood can look beautiful, but if your commute is terrible, that house can start feeling like a mistake really fast. San Antonio is a big city. It is spread out, and in 2026, construction, growth, and traffic patterns can completely change your daily routine. So today, I'm breaking down San Antonio traffic, real commute times, major highways, public transportation, and the routes you need to understand before moving to San Antonio, Texas. Because your commute is not just a drive, it is part of your lifestyle. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Phyllis Domingo. I have lived in San Antonio for more than 20 years, and I help families, professionals, military families, and relocation buyers move to San Antonio with confidence. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when relocating to San Antonio, Texas is choosing a home before you understand the commute. They look at the house first, then the neighborhood, then the price, then maybe the schools. But traffic, they usually think about that too late. And in San Antonio, that can be a problem because where you live compared to where you work, where your kids go to school, where you shop, and where you spend your weekends can completely change your experience living here. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through San Antonio traffic, major highways, realistic commute examples, public transportation, and what you need to know before buying a home in San Antonio, Texas. Let's start with the big picture. When people are moving to San Antonio, Texas, they usually want to know, what are the best neighborhoods? What are the safest areas? Where are the best schools? Where can I get the most house for my money? Those are all important questions, but one question does not get asked enough is, what will my daily commute actually feel like? Because San Antonio is not a small city, and it's not a city where most people can easily live without a car. A lot of families rely on driving every single day, driving to work, driving to school, driving to grocery stores, driving to sports practices, driving to medical appointments, driving to restaurants, driving across town to see family. So when you are buying a home in San Antonio, Texas, your commute is not a small detail. It is part of your quality of life. A 20-minute drive and a 50-minute drive may not sound that different when you're excited about a house, but do that drive every morning and every afternoon, 5 days a week, and it starts to matter. That's why I always tell relocation buyers, do not just buy the house, buy the daily routine, because that is what you will actually live with. Now let's talk about the highways you need to know. The major roads most people hear about are I-10, I-35, Loop 1604, Loop 410, Highway 281, Highway 90, and depending on where you live, those roads may become part of your daily life. Loop 1604 is one of the biggest roads to understand, especially if you're looking north San Antonio, Stone Oak, Alamo Ranch, Helotes, La Cantera, The Rim, or areas near I-10. Loop 1604 has been under major expansion, and that construction affects traffic patterns. I-10 is important if you are looking at Bernie, Leon Springs, Fair Oaks Ranch, The Dominion, La Cantera, or commuting toward downtown or northwest side. I-35 is important if you are looking at Schertz, Cibolo, New Braunfels, Converse, Live Oak, Fort Sam, Houston, or commuting between San Antonio and Austin. Loop 410 is the inner loop. It is important for airport access, the medical center, Castle Hills, Alamo Heights, and many central areas. Highway 21 matters if you are looking at Stone Oak, Bulverde, Spring Branch, or north central San Antonio. Highway 90 matters if you are looking at the far west side, Lackland Air Force Base, Castroville, or parts of West San Antonio. Each highway has its own personality. Some move well outside peak times, some gets frustrating during rush hour, some are heavily affected by construction, and some can change dramatically depending on the time of day. Now let's talk about where people often get frustrated. One of the biggest areas people talk about is Loop 1604, especially around I-10, La Cantera, The Rim, Stone Oak, Highway 281, and the north side. This area has seen major growth. More homes, more shopping, more restaurants, roads, more employers, more schools, more traffic, and because of ongoing road expansion, drivers may deal with lane closures, construction zones, shifting lanes, and delays. Another major bottleneck is I-35, especially on the northeast side and between San Antonio and New Braunfels. If you live in Schertz, Cibolo, New Braunfels, or along the I-35 corridor, commute times can vary a lot depending on traffic, construction, and accidents. The medical center area can also get congested. There are hospitals, clinics, medical offices, schools, apartments, and neighborhoods all feeding into that area. Downtown can slow down during events, construction, and peak commute times. And then there are school zones. People forget how much school traffic can affect daily life. So when you are relocating to San Antonio, Texas, do not test drive a route only once. Drive it during the time you would actually be commuting. That matters. Now, let's walk through a few realistic commute examples. These are not exact promises because traffic changes daily, but they will give you a general idea. Example number 1, Stone Oak to downtown San Antonio. Without traffic, this may feel manageable, but during morning rush hour, this commute can easily stretch depending on Highway 281, Loop 1604, and downtown congestion. If you are working downtown and considering Stone Oak, you need to test that drive during actual commute times. Example number 2, Far West Side San Antonio or Alamo Ranch to the medical center. This is a common relocation route because many families like the newer homes and master plan communities on the Far West Side. But if you work in the medical center area, traffic can become frustrating depending on the route, school traffic, and construction. Example number 3, Schertz or Cibolo to Fort Sam, Houston, or downtown. This can be a good fit for some military families and professionals, but I-35 traffic can change quickly. Some days may feel easy, other days may feel much longer. Example number 4, Bernie to Northwest San Antonio or downtown. Bernie is beautiful. A lot of families love the hill country feel. But if you are commuting daily into San Antonio, you need to be honest about how often you are willing to drive I-10. The biggest takeaway is this: do not choose a suburb only because it looks good online. Choose it because the commute works with your actual life. Now let's talk about public transportation in San Antonio. San Antonio does have public transportation through VIA Metropolitan Transit. VIA operates bus routes throughout the region, and for some people, it can be a useful option. There are routes downtown, routes across different parts of the city, express routes, and trip planning tools. But I want to be honest, for most relocation buyers, San Antonio is still very car dependent. Public transportation may work well depending on where you live and where you work, but it may not be convenient for every neighborhood, every suburb, or every schedule. If you are moving from a city with strong rail systems or very walkable neighborhoods, this may be an adjustment. In San Antonio, most families still plan around having a car, sometimes 2 cars, especially if you have kids, activities, work schedules, school drop-offs, and errands. So if public transportation in San Antonio is part of your plan, research routes before choosing a neighborhood. Do not assume every area has easy access. Now let's talk about construction, because in 2026, this is a huge part of San Antonio traffic conversation. One of the major projects is Loop 1604 North Expansion. This project affects a major stretch of the north side and is designed to improve capacity, mobility, and future travel times. That is good long term, but short term, construction can be so frustrating. You may deal with closures, detours, changing lanes, temporary traffic patterns, and weekend delays. I-35 also has major expansion work on the northeast side, especially as growth continues along the corridor between San Antonio and Austin. Again, long-term improvements may help, but during construction, commuters need to plan ahead. That is why I always recommend checking TxDOT updates, navigation apps, and route conditions if you are commuting through construction-heavy areas, especially if you are moving to San Antonio, Texas, and trying to decide between neighborhoods. A neighborhood may be perfect long-term, but frustrating during a construction phase. That does not mean avoid it. It means understand what you are signing up for. So here's my honest advice. If you are moving to San Antonio, Texas, choose your neighborhood around your real daily life. Not just a house, not just a price, not just the photos. Your commute matters, your school route matters, your grocery store route matters, your weekend lifestyle matters, your doctor appointments matters, your kids' activity matters, and a home may be beautiful, but if every part of your life requires stressful driving, that home may not feel as good 6 months later. Before buying a home in San Antonio, Texas, test the commute. Drive the route during rush hour. Drive it during school pickup time. Drive it on a weekend. Check alternate routes. Look at construction zones. Look at where you actually spend your time. And if you are relocating out of state, do not assume distances work the same way they did in your previous city. San Antonio has its own traffic patterns, and once you understand them, you can make a much smarter move. If you are thinking about moving to San Antonio, Texas, I hope this video helped you understand what traffic and commute times can really feel like in 2026. San Antonio is a great city, but your daily drive can have a huge impact in your lifestyle. So before you choose a neighborhood, make sure your commute actually works for your family. If you need help figuring out where to live based on your job, schools, commute, budget, and lifestyle, reach out anytime. My contact information is in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe, because every week I share honest videos about moving to San Antonio, Texas, living in San Antonio, Texas, San Antonio real estate, neighborhood tours, commute tips, and everything you need to know before making a move. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.